Yes, exactly. You know, I was speaking to this girl. She was a stripper as well, and you know, she was like 29. She turns around to me and goes, "Yeah, I've been dancing for a long time." I'm like, "Damn, this conversation's over." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "For starters, man, you got a lot of mileage on you. You know what I mean? You know, it's just
being funny.
Huh? Being funny, yeah. You got a lot of mileage on you. You know, I'm the kind of guy. You know, you come across as like an old Oldsmobile. You know what I mean? I'm the kind of guy that likes a brand new Porsche. You know, like that sort of thing. And again, she's just like, listen, look at the gall on this guy. Look at the fucking balls on this guy to talk to me like that. And then again, you know, a lot of people ask me, well, what happens if I go too far? If you insult her or you go too far, she gets mad, compliment her. Instantly throw in a compliment. Be like, oh, stop it, girl. I'm only picking on you because you're hot and I know you can handle it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you've gone too far, compliment her. Backpedal. It'll still always work. Right after you give that compliment, be like, anyway, girl, you're kind of depressing me now. Stop. Send her away. You planted a very solid seed. We're good? Great.
When you're out at the club or bar and you're with your girlfriend or a girl that you're seeing that you actually might care about somewhat, not just some.
Yeah,
just
sure, yeah. I don't
Uh,
know why guys go to clubs with their girlfriends anyway, but
it
sure.
seems pointless.
Yeah, so,
You can't eat
fuck all, I mean, it's
Water the
totally
pool.
useless. Yeah, exactly.
And it's the type of girl that, I mean, obviously if a girl completely respects you, she wouldn't do this. But at some point, maybe she doesn't respect you that much. She might say, hey, that guy just fucking grabbed my ass, or did you see the way he looked at me, or did you see the way that guy's looking at you? Just trying to stir shit up with you and other guys. I've had that happen before.
Right, see, that's one of the worst situations. But, you know, first of all, when you're out with a girl, and some guy comes up, like, drunk, trying to do something stupid, and he's hitting on your girl, or he pinches her ass, once he does it, it's up to your girl to turn around and go, fuck off, buddy. Get the hell away from me. If he does it again, that's when you get involved. But again, the onus is on the woman. Most guys will not go and approach a couple. Like if you're out with your girl, most guys will not approach. You know what I mean? But again, if you're talking about, you know, like player haters, and if they're trying to get in on your game, again, you always make fun of them as they leave. You know, that sort of thing. As he comes in, you know, if he's doing something, you get in the way and you start speaking to him. Don't be scared of any guy. The guy's not gonna fucking come there. If he sees that he can walk all over you, just like anybody, again, human nature, he'll do it. But if you stop him right there, look in his eyes and tell him, what's up, player? What's up? That sort of thing. He'll walk away. Those guys usually are the bully types. The bully types only bully the guys that can bully.
Right.
If you don't let them bully you, they'll never do it. They're petrified of guys that don't let them do it.
You ever hit anybody?
Have I?
I mean, I know there's
Not for that. I mean, usually if I'm with a girl, I'm a big guy. And I always, when I walk in and I'm with a girl, I have a lot of people around me.
People you went with?
No, people are just automatically
Okay.
around me. And you know, again, one of the things I teach is befriending the staff. You know, going to some places over and over again, because those are like the better places. When the staff is your friend, when the bouncers are with you, you can get away with fucking murder. You know what I mean?
So do you tip the bouncers, or you just make chow with them?
No, I make friends with them, and then like if they've gone out of their way to do something spectacular for me, like kicked a bunch of people out of the fucking table for me,
Yeah.
then I'll give them a tip. Definitely, I'll give them a tip.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I won't walk up to a club and tip him. There's no way, because if I do that, he's going to expect it every single time.
Yeah.
But if he does something good for me, I will tip him.
Oh, okay.
You know, and again, tipping, I believe, is a good karma.
Yeah.
You know, by you tipping, also, you know, it shows that you're seasoned, you do have good karma. Now, again, it's the way in which you tip. I got one fucking client, he likes to take out fucking $100 bills and give them to everybody. You walk into the bathroom, give the fucking, you know, the little China man, I'm fucking $100. Well, thank you, man, for holding my dick. I mean, come on, dude. We give the guy $100 for it. All right, give him $5. I understand where you're coming from, but calm down with it. Because then, if he gives $100 all the time, one day he's going to go in and give 10. What's going to happen?
Yeah, they're gonna look
So they're going to be like, whatever, buddy, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
As opposed to if you never gave him anything, you gave him 10, the guy would be, thank you very much, kissing his ass.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just
No offense against anyone who's Chinese. I didn't mean that when I said China. The wrong idea. I speak like that a lot. I'm used to it. Anyway.
like spontaneity is what you're saying with everyone. They don't
Yes.
expect it. Okay, anyways. If you're at the bar and you're working...
Ryan the Ryan, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you're saying, because it's sort of spontaneous, right, with the dude? The people you're tipping,
Right.
they don't know when it's coming and they always appreciate it. It's sort of the
Yes.
same thing with the chick, right? She never knows when she's going to get some kind of appreciation, right?
Exactly.
So this is not necessarily just women, you do this with everything, right?
Everything, of course.
Okay, so you're in the bar,
Dude, seduction is about power and control. You don't just seduce women, you seduce men as well. You're not seducing men to get down their fucking pants. The opposite. You're seducing them to have them wrapped around your finger to become your friend, to befriend them. They'll break their back for you. You remember when we were in Mexico? People would break their back. If some guy came up and tried to start with us when we were in Cancun, even in fucking Puerto Vallarta, for God's sakes, those guys would run and attack him and break him in half. Why? Because they love me. You know, remember when we were there and some guy poured some water on his buddy? We were in I believe it was G-Spot, what was it called, Basic, and some guy poured it on, you were probably wasted, you don't remember. But some guy, you know, took his bucket and poured it on his friend, he got it all over my shirt, it got it all over Cliffy's shirt.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Right? And I flipped out! I was like, what the fuck? The first thing I did, I put my hand up, I grabbed the bouncer comes up and goes, what happened? He grabbed all those guys, kicked them right out. He's like, if there's anybody else you don't want here, kick them right out. Right after he did that, I went into my pocket, gave him $10.
Nice.
He was ecstatic. What did he do? He just fucking kicked the people out of the seat for me.
Yeah,
You know, that's the least I can do under the circumstances. $10 ain't gonna break my back.
yeah,
And it's not like I gave him a fucking 100. You know what I mean? Again, it has to be done correctly.
yeah.
Am I kind of off topic here, or did I?
Yeah, that's good. We're rolling really good here. Okay,
I think it's scotch.
you're in the club, right? You're talking to some girl, and she's into you. She's totally into you. Maybe her friends as well, but they're like other dudes are there,
Right.
and he's beside her, and like you don't know where he's from, how he knows her, but obviously he knows her, and he's like, yeah, he's like, you want me to get rid of this guy? And he's just saying that because he knows, he can see that she's into you, right? So
Right.
he's like, you want me to get rid of this guy because he doesn't want you there.
Right.
How do you flip that?
Come again, I wasn't paying attention.
You're in the club. There's some.
I was like, thinking about which girl I want to fuck tonight. Go ahead, sorry man.
So you're in the club and you got a girl and she's into you, right? Or maybe her and her friend.
Right.
You don't know anyone in the club, right?
Right.
So you're just dealing with them. And then some dude that seems to know her somehow is on the other side and he's like, yo, man, get rid of this guy. And she's like, no, I like this
Fucking
stuff, right?
worst.
But
I hate it.
because he's just trying to get you out.
Yeah, because he wants to bang her, yes.
Yeah. So how do you flip that around?
You start making, as soon as she says, no, he's cool, you turn around and go, who is that, your bodyguard? You know, or you start making fun of him. Be like, man, he's stuck to you like white on rice. God, I feel sorry for you. You know, again, diss him to her without him hearing. Because she'll agree with you.
That's probably key.
You know, well, of course. Because then if he hears, he's going to be like, what are you talking about, man? And then it's going to be uncomfortable. So you know what I mean? And again, the way I talk to women, nobody can hear what I'm saying anyway. You know, I'm soft, I'm seductive, I'm close, full eye contact, I'm touching your hair. So as I'm going down, I'll be like, yes, that guy. You know, like that's what a lot of the time I'll even mime it, I won't even say it. Because it makes it that much more sexy. You
And
know?
if he's like gets in your face about it, then you're like,
He's not gonna get at your face about it. You know, and I've had some guy turn around to me and go, excuse me. I'll be like, you know what, dude, it's not up to you to tell me when to leave. Are you enjoying my company? She'll stop and be like, oh, for sure I am. It's up to her. You know, because he's with her. So
Yeah.
it's up to her to tell you to screw off. She tells you to fuck off, you're gone.
Yeah.
There's no come back and fuck off. Once she says fuck off, you're gone. If she turns around and says, no, I like him, he's cool, what's he gonna do? He's gonna sit there and look like a fucking moron, isn't he?
yeah.
I guess I kinda fucked up, didn't I? I'm getting action today. You know, and again, those are fucking haters, and you're gonna get haters. I mean, that's part of the game.
Yeah.
You know, there's players and there's player haters.
So obviously, when you're out in a bar or club, and you haven't laid out the groundwork with where you're buddies with everybody, for whatever reason it's just not happening. The bouncers are real cold.
This sounds to me like you're fucking hanging out in some real redneck fucking clubs. Like this guy's always talking about some big dude coming over, fucking stomping his hand on top of my head. Mr. 6'4" over here, I tell you.
Well, the better the groundwork, the more attitude you can have, right? The more,
Yes.
so you can.
Yes.
You can
But
take a
you,
few more risks,
you
right?
don't escalate things to
Right.
get to that point.
Right.
Because sometimes it's very easy just to like, brush it off, later, exactly, as opposed to letting it escalate. I never let it get to that point. I'll always brush it off, and the guy will end up leaving anyway. He realizes that he's not wanted, and he's wasting his time being there. And it's very rare that you're gonna get a guy come and approach two girls. Personally, myself, I don't endorse it. If you see one girl, even if she's around 5-6 guys, like in Hitch, for example, and he walked over there doing that, I would never do that. You want to get a girl who's with a guy, you can. How do you do it? You have her come to you. So you get eye contact with her, and then you call her over to come to you. You know, that sort of thing. Marky, can you go and close that second door so we don't hear anybody else?
No, like,
So, sorry, before, like, so for example, you're seeing a girl,
Right.
right? She's with a guy, or she's with a bunch of guys. You get eye contact with her, you know, you look at her, she smiles, that sort of thing. You don't walk over there. You tell her, you come here. If she comes to you, player, it's fair game. You know what I mean? Easy. You're hitting the camera. We can't take you anywhere, I tell you. Take a look, see if it's still all right. Perfect? Fucking pretty boy Floyd over here. Marky Mark, take a look at the camera. Studley over here with his daddy long legs just nailed it.
It's good.
Yeah, it's all right? I don't fucking swatch. Anyway, did I kind of answer your question there? So, you know, if they're with a group, if they're with another guy, whatever, get them to come to you, because if you get them to approach you, you're still in the driver's seat.
Or there are times we just leave a club because, you know, the bouncers weren't friendly, they just weren't responsive. People
For sure, the staff was shit, the vibe was bad.
just leave because you're not.
For
feeling it.
sure,
Why waste
you
your
know?
time?
We walked out of a club here, and
Who's
I
we?
walked in, me and dude, right?
Yeah.
We walked in the club and we walked in, checked it out, walk out, and the guy's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm going to get some cash from the machine." And he's all, "Okay." He's like, "Well, when you come back," he's like, "Just show me your, make sure you show me your stub to get back in."
Right.
And I'm like, you know, I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, you have to show me your. He wanted me to prove to him that I was going to the bank machine. And I'm like, what?
You should have turned around and to be honest with you, dude, I just said that fucking place sucks. I won't be back. Dude, I'll walk into a club, there's no women, I'll come out, I'll start yelling at everybody. What's the matter with you fucking people? How are you running a club here? Guys, let me show you how it's done. Back where I'm from, which is the case, back where I'm from, New York, we let all the fucking girls in, we leave all the guys outside, and then we choose the right guys to come in. Who spends money at a nightclub? Men spend money at a nightclub, not women. Women come there and get everything comped. Guys are the ones that spend money. Guys are going to spend much more money when the guy-girl ratio is 5-to-1. And, you know, and anybody who doesn't do that doesn't know how to run a club correctly. And I'll walk right out and I'll tell them that. I'll tell them what I just told you. This is how you're going to do it. Oh, so you're leaving? I'm not coming back until there's more women in here. It's fucking a cockfest in there. You know? Too much dick for me, baby. You know, I got to go and pick up some chicks.
Being
You know,
funny. Being funny though.
Funny, in that same tone that I'm telling you. I'm not doing it in serious, I'm doing it in a serious but a sarcastic,
Right.
funny tone almost. That's the way I talk to everybody. You know, and it gets me everywhere. I get everything I want from anybody, male or female, by doing it this way. You're very quiet over there.
I'm listening.
You're supposed to be Zach and Mac.
Now you were saying like with the whole, you know, you walk up to a group and there's a guy there, right? Now, one of the or a group
I don't
of
walk
guys,
up to a group.
or whatever the case may be. There's that one guy that tries to muscle you out of the top.
Oh, what do you mean? Am I approaching a group of girls?
Well, I'm going to talk to a girl, right? Now
And she's with a group of guys?
she's with a group of guys or whatever. Now one thing
Don't
that
do
I've-
that.
One thing that I've
Don't, what are you continuing?
No.
Don't do
No,
that.
it's with like sometimes girls have like, you know, they'll have another girl and they'll be like, okay, make sure that like they'll like.
Well, have
girl
her come
says-
to you.
Okay, but
Alright.
like if it's like two girls like.
Two girls are sitting around talking like there's three
Yeah,
guys
whatever.
around.
And one girl's like, it's her birthday, and she's hammered, and she
Right.
says to her one other girlfriend, like, you know,
This is
take
obviously
care
a
of me
situation
tonight.
that happens.
Yeah,
Right.
take care of me tonight, right? So I'm talking to this girl, you know, she's all over me, whatever, and I'm like, you know, well, why don't we go somewhere and have, you know, why don't we get out of here and go have some fun?
Yeah.
Right?
No, no,
And
no.
the
horrible
one-
line. Best line is, man, this place is lame. I know somewhere with a spectacular view. You know what? Go get your stuff. We're out of here.
Okay.
Never ask her. Always tell her. Anyway. Go
All right, but the one friend that was like the sober, the driver that night, whatever,
Right.
that's supposed to be taking care of that girl, right? You know, you don't want to befriend the girl, like the bride that you're trying to pick up. You don't want to get in bad with her friends,
No, you have to get good with
right?
your friend.
But how do you get good with her friends, but still have them let you take her home?
Well, that's the
You know
whole
what I mean?
thing. You got to make sure that you build comfort with her friends as well. So, for example, when you approach that group originally, right? Like, you know, always what I do is whenever I see, okay, I want number 3 in the group. I will speak to number 1 and number 2. I won't speak that much to number 3. I'll speak to number 1 and 2 first.
Okay.
Number 1 and 2 will love me. Number 3, I get kind of jealous and I'm not speaking to her. Then all of a sudden, my focus is all on number 3. And that's when I take number 3 away from number 1 and 2. And number 1 is when she comes back, after I've planted my strong seed, she comes back. What happened? Well, that guy was great. He was very cool. Her friends are already behind me.
Mhm.
She wants me to go. It's a done deal for me. Again, remember, making them feel comfortable is the easiest way to get them to be with you. Because you know girls, man, especially in this fucking day and age. You know, she meets some guy at a bar. For all she knows, you're Jeffrey fucking Dahmer. You know what I mean? So if you don't create that comfort to get her back with you, she ain't gonna come back with you. Very, very important. You know, and one of the things I love to do, like I do this a lot, like, you know, I'll turn around to a girl and be like, all right, baby, let's get the hell out of here. And she'll be like, no, I can't, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I'll be like, all right, I'll just go to the bathroom and you can blow me. You know, and I'll do it in a sarcastic, funny way. You know, and she'll laugh and she'll just be like, you know, but the next time I see her, it's practically a guaranteed done deal.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And one of the other things I love to do is I'll turn around to her and be like, you know what? I'm only gonna ask you once, and if you repeat it, I'll deny it. So make sure you answer the question properly. You know, putting her on the spot.
Right.
That sort of thing. You know, and I'll always seem to remember, desperate and unsure are the two things I want to keep this far away from. Confidence, attitude, totally sure of yourself, supreme confidence, knowing what's happening. And dude, you can get rejected, like she flat out you can get rejected, but you can get rejected in a very solid way. Where it's no rejection to you. You know, where she'll turn around to you and go, no, I don't think so. Like, you know what, wasn't being serious anyway. You know, that sort of thing. Like you can make it seem like it's no skin off your back. If you make it seem like it's bothered you, it hurts you, she's gonna see it, she's gonna take more advantage of it because of it. You act like you don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit anyway. Whatever, baby. And remember, plenty of fish in the sea. Doesn't work out with one, you move to the other. That's why, again, I say, don't go for the close right away. Plant your seeds throughout the club, throughout the bar, throughout the fucking mall, throughout wherever you are. Cultivate them later. Plant your seeds, get something solid, send her away, go do your thing. Right after you make your left, you're like, anyway, girl, I'll catch you later. Unless, of course, you see that the chemistry is there. Then go in for the phone number. And always, right after you get the phone number, anyway, girl, I'll catch you later. I'll call you. And again, very important, you get a girl's phone number. Very, very important here. A lot of guys get girls' phone numbers, can't convert. You've heard me say this on the radio show a ton of times. Next time you get a girl's phone number, you look right into her eyes. You say to her, I'm gonna call you once. If you don't answer the phone, I'm gonna leave a message. If you don't call me back, I'll never call you again. You only get one chance with me. Who says that to me? Nobody. Instantly she was like, wow, dude, I've through process of trial and error, this is the best way to get her to call you back. When you call, you leave that message, she calls you back within 20 minutes. It's beautiful. A lot of girls will hand out their phone numbers with no desire whatsoever to get together with you. So say, for example, you get that machine, you get that message. Your message goes kind of like this. Hey, Lisa, remember that extremely irresistible guy you met on Thursday? Pause. Yeah, now you remember. Remember that one phone call I told you about? Guess what, girl? This is it. Anyway, it's Payton calling. Give me a call back. This is my number, and I hope you look sexy when you call me back. Bam, just like that. You'll get a call back within 20 minutes. Instantly when she calls you back, ooh, what's up? What's shaking? Right to what you're doing. So, you gonna look hot for me on Friday? What's Friday? What's Friday? You're going out with the best looking guy in all of, or whatever. You're going out with the most irresistible man on the planet, or the best looking guy in fucking all of Toronto, or whatever. Right? That's instantly what you say. You know, one of the things I love to say is right when I pick them up, I'll turn around to them and go, so do you own an evening gown? You know, even women that don't own evening gowns feel embarrassed that they don't own evening gowns. I've had women actually run out and buy evening gowns just to go out with me that night, and I've ended up stiffing them. And I'll see them again going, you're such a bastard. You know, I went and bought the nicest evening gown. I'm like, fuck, I thought you had an evening gown. She's like, actually, you know what, I didn't. And I went and then you stiffed me. I'm like, don't worry, girl, I promise I'll make it up to you. I promise I'll make it up to you. It's probably, and she wants to wear that evening gown. She bought it for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'll purposely go out. And that's one of my favorite lines. You own an evening gown? No. Well, sorry, babe. It doesn't look like we're going out. I have a huge reputation. If you're going out with me, girl, we can't be taking you out like that. You know, what am I doing here? Get negative compliments almost. You know what I mean? Like, I want to take you out, but you have to look spectacular to be with me.
Alright. I never would have thought of that.
So if
There's
you
a lot of stuff you probably never would have. The more questions you guys ask me, the more you'll get into. Like, I have the answer for everything. When it comes to this seduction, this pickup shit and the relationship and how to make her fall for all, I have the answer for everything. But you have to bring it out. You have to bring out those scenarios, those situations you're in. Stuff that's rare, that doesn't usually happen to you. And there's always a way to deal with everything. Like you and I were talking about, there's always a way to deal with something where it always works towards your advantage. Because you can be speaking to a girl, following a perfect fucking pitch. She can throw one little fucking comment at you, throw you right off your game. And if you're, you're out.
Yeah.
You're fucking out. I mean, come on, gentlemen. We're a bunch of players. We're making a move. In every game, you make one wrong move, you take the chance of losing the game. That's the way it works. Always remember that.
So when you do pick her up and she does look like spectacular, where would you actually take her to actually suit that dress? Like you can't just take her to like,
No, yeah, after you can't take her to KFC.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? With her fucking evening gown, you know, here have some mashed potatoes. I'll get you extra gravy.
So probably not.
Definitely, definitely not, but take her somewhere. It doesn't have to be expensive. You see, what's beautiful. This city especially is fantastic. And for all you guys listening to me out there, all those major metropolitan cities, Miami, LA, Chicago, even like, Lexington, Kentucky, has a place that's hip, not too expensive, hip, really nice atmosphere. Again, you're going after nice atmosphere, great lighting, really comfortable place, somewhere elegant. That's where you take her. And don't, if you've got her wearing an evening gown, don't fucking go out wearing jeans. Look good when you're taking her out. Again, dude, women will judge you by the way you dress, by the way you carry yourself, by the way you speak, by the way you, by every little thing you do. That's why, again, for you, very important that when you're out on a date with her, she's wearing this evening gown, she's looking spectacular. You feed her, you tease her. You know what I mean? And you take her somewhere where it's, you're always going to spend a little bit of money, and it's not a big deal. One of the things I really do teach is on that first date, if she's worth it, spend a little bit of money. That's the only date you'll ever have to spend money.
Yeah.
Your second date's a blockbuster, man.
Yeah.
Your third date's, well, girl, I took you out. When are you going to take me out?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before you know it, fuck, she's thinking, I don't want to go anywhere. Let's just do a movie, get some head. That's it. What's she going to say? No, but I want to go out. Ooh, you buying? You know what I mean? Sure, I'm buying. Women don't care, dude. They'll spend their money on you. They'll gladly spend their money on you.
No,
Now you got tactics, Seduce and Conquer 3.0, how to get women, to basically pay for you. I mean, anything is possible, gentlemen. You come to me and say, hey, doc, I met the stripper and I want to fucking, take every penny out of her.
Yeah.
I'll show you exactly how to do it. Anything you want, any success you want with women,
Yeah.
I can give it to you. There's a way to do anything,
So let's just say you're in a car and you're driving to
Charge a lot for that, by the way. Anyway, go ahead.
Let's just say you're in a car, you're driving to a place or from a place, and you drive. You keep your driving normal, just not to freak her out. And but the thing is, that's the thing. Once I had this girl that I was in a car, and I had a Corvette, and I'm like, there was a guy that wanted to race. I was like, whatever, let's go.
Guys always race when they're in the car with a chick.
No, but that's
Why
the thing.
is that?
She got so horny, man. She gouged my arm and she gave me this. I want to fuck you look right now. They get so turned on by it. It's
Some
like-
of them do, but see, dude, that was case sensitive.
Yeah.
Another girl might have been petrified and be like, no,
Yeah, I know.
stop.
Hold on to your seatbelt.
Yeah, it totally ruined the fucking vibe.
Yeah.
Right? That sort of thing. And always make her feel comfortable. Be like, don't worry, girl, I took 4 stunt driving courses.
Yeah.
Even though you're gonna end up in a ditch, her head's gonna be through the fucking windshield. Yeah, right over there! You know what I mean? But try not to do that. But yeah, for sure, speed turns them on. But I mean, again, dude, we're talking in generalizations.
Yeah.
There's some women that will work with, case sensitive, some women it won't work.
So how would you pick them up? That's the thing.
Well, what do you mean?
How do you know?
Usually, dude, I'm the kind of guy that drives fast anyway.
Yeah.
Again, going back to Paytonology, making your whole Paytonology is your whole life. My whole lifestyle is based on women.
Yeah.
The place I live in, the way the place is done up, the car I drive, the clothes I wear, the job, everything I do is based on women.
Mhm.
Everything I do. So I had a point to this. Where was I going with this? What were you asking me?
Driving.
About how do you pick up?
Yeah, so one of the things I
what
usually do is I'll get in the car with her and I drive a nice car. I drive a faster car. It's a sports car. It's a convertible always. If you're gonna go buy a nice car, you got money, buy a convertible. Convertibles rock. You always get a nice tan because of the convertible.
Yeah.
And on top of that, chicks dig convertibles.
Yeah.
So, I drive a convertible, so I will go a little fast just to feel her out.
Yeah.
To see if she's the kind of girl that likes speed or doesn't like speed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'll tell you something right now. This is one thing I always tell women. I'll drive a little crazy at the beginning.
Yeah.
She'll get scared, she'll stop.
Yeah.
And I'll turn around to her. It's a little bit of neuro-linguistic programming.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know what's happening. I'll turn around to her and go, you know what? You can tell a lot about a man by the way he drives, about how he is in bed.
Yeah.
Then I'll turn around and turn around to her and say, you can tell a lot about a woman, about how she's in bed by the way she dances. I'll get to the bar or the club or whatever, she's fucking doing it fucking weird. There is no tomorrow. In the back of my mind, I'll be laughing my fucking ass off.
Yeah.
You fool. You know what I mean? That sort of thing.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
How do you deal with situations with your girlfriend where, in relationships?
So hey, it's all girlfriend questions now. Months ago it was always, well, dude, what happens when you first meet her? Now it's all girlfriend questions. This guy just comes back from vacation, she pays for everything, the whole works. You're doing good, Marky Mark. You're doing good.
Thank you. Where things die and you don't call each other as much. How do you get the power back, or that excitement?
Specifically by not calling her and letting her come to you. If you go out of your way and you call her, it'll fuck things up. Now, if you want to get if you want to change and you don't want to play so many games, because you are in a relationship after all. Remember what we just discussed, spontaneity. Talk, do something different. Go in there and surprise her. Take her somewhere. Fuck. It's the easiest thing. What do girls love the most? Let's look at the questions. But what do they love to do? If you
Have fun. Dance.
Laugh.
next,
Have
Laugh.
fun.
none of you have had the answer yet. No. It's something that women like to do. If you ask her, what do you want to do today? What
Shopping.
Go shopping.
There you go. 10 out of 10 women will say, oh, shopping. Come home, be like, listen, girl, I got a surprise for you. Take her shopping. Now, don't go blow a whole bunch of money on her. Fuck, feed her some popcorn, pretend like you took her shopping. It's just the fact that you took her somewhere and did something different with her. Do you know what I mean? Do different things. Spontaneity is the key. Do different things. Now, if you took her shopping last week, don't come back and go, hey, take you shopping again. Do something different. That sort of thing. You guys know me. You know from Seduce and Conquer 1, I hate fucking movies. I never take girls to movies. I don't take them. Like, if it's a girlfriend, she'll beg. Like, I won't take her to a movie. I'll let her beg, and I'll always complain that, I smoke, and every time someone lights a fucking cigarette on the screen, I have to run outside and have a cigarette, some sort of fucking programming there.
Yeah.
I just don't like going to movies.
Yeah.
Right, and then she'll beg, and she'll beg, and she'll beg. So when I finally do go to a movie with her, she'll be so excited that I'm out going to the movie with her. You see
She'll
what I'm saying?
appreciate it
She'll
more.
appreciate it that much more. She'll have such a good time, and she'll talk about it, and she'll be excited about it. Again, use these things. Relationship is it's very, so many things can happen. And again, keep it spontaneous, keep it fun, keep it exciting, surprising, very important keys. Floyd, what you got?
When you're out on a date with a girl,
Uh-huh.
and she starts asking what you're doing afterwards, and most of the time it doesn't usually happen. I just tell them to shut up and get in the car, and they listen. I do it being funny, and I smack them on the ass right after I open the door,
Right.
and we go straight to my house.
He's a full player, this guy. He knows
So-
what he's doing.
I mean,
That's why we call him Pretty Boy Floyd.
But there's other times where we're out having drinks at the bar, whatever. I don't usually take a girl for dinner, because
Don't.
because I haven't.
Don't. My two suggestions for the first time, I'm glad you brought that up. Either dinner or drinks. That's it. Drinks works just as good, And one of the things you can do, she might turn around to you. I know some girls that'll turn around and go, oh, I love dinner. Like, for sure, I'll take you for dinner. I'll pick you up at 9. Call her at 9:30. Go, I'm running kind of late. I'll see you at 10:30. Kitchen's closed at 11. You didn't spend any fucking money. You fed her a few drinks and you're still banging. You know what I mean? There's always things that you can do.
Right.
But if you like to take them out for drinks, that's great, dude. A lot of times I'll take girls out for drinks. I'll only take out girls for dinner that I'm really, really attracted to, because that's where I shine, is when I'm out for dinner. So I'll only take that girl that girl that just drives me crazy, that physically is just like, wow. That's the girl I will do, like I will go extra mile to take her back to my place. But if it's just some chick I met, she's cute, it'll be fun. Take her for a few drinks.
Right. Well, what about when you're out on a date and she starts talking about, oh, my friends are over at this bar. I mean, you get that feeling
I
like,
fucking hate that. I swear to you, I hate that, and that's happened to me on a number of occasions. And you know what I'll say? Well, I guess you're gonna go see your friends later then. She's
That's
like, oh,
nice.
no, but no, I'd like you to come with. No, girl, that's not tonight. Tonight's our night. We'll see your friends some other time. Again, remember, be the man, be in control. Tell her how it's going to be.
if she's not cool with that, you drop her off and let her.
Later, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, drop her off and be like, have fun. Don't call her again. That sort of thing.
Because it
Drop-
seems to me, if I really like a girl, I don't want to take her around my friends the first
No,
time around.
of course not. Last thing you want to do is take around your fucking friends.
So
Friends
what's
are
they
gonna
pick
sit
you
there
apart?
fart and fucking scratch their ass and burp and be like, and make fun of you, make you look like a complete
Well,
fucking
her friends will
loser.
do the same thing.
For sure. And dude, most likely if she does go hook up with her friends, she ain't gonna go home with you. She's gonna go home with them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's not up to them. It's up to you.
How do you? Now, some girls just seem to be really hard to talk to because they expect everybody to take care of them.
Are you talking first date? Are you talking?
No, girls when you're
First-
out at the bar or whatever, and they whine and pout when they don't get their way, and sometimes you're just being unreasonable. Like they
Right.
expect everything to be done for them. It's just, how do you deal with somebody like that? Where she's like, can you buy me a drink? She's hot, you want her, but she's totally obnoxious.
Right.
I mean, I know it might sound shallow that I want girls that are fucking hot like that think everything should be done their
Dude,
way.
I'm the most shallow motherfucker you'll ever see on the planet. You think I look at a girl and go, oh wow, she weighs 300 pounds, but she has a lot of depth. She has a lot of personality. Oh wow, she's but she's although she's fucking walking and the earth is the fucking ground is cracking. But she's such a wonderful person. What are you out of your fucking mind? We're men. And men are shallow. What do we want? We want pussy. We want nice ass. We want TNA. We want a fucking nice hot broad. We want to be fucking her going, wow, I can't believe I'm fucking this thing. You know what I mean? So there's nothing wrong with being shallow.
Right. I I mean, I guess I'm not apologizing for it, but how do that girl that's just like she looks at you, she notices you, but she's not looking at you. She's so high up in the air. I mean, that's tough to bring a girl like that down.
No, it's not, dude. Those are
Even
the
if
girls. Those are the girls that I do the best with, because those are the girls who think their shit doesn't stink, and I just show up and I fucking break her whole